All right, guys. So let's get started on our boards training. I'm so excited for tonight. We're going to kind of keep it really simple, take it step by step, kind of how I build my own board so then you guys can learn how to do it too. Um, we'll talk about all the buttons that are on there. We're going to talk about basically everything. So I hope you guys are on for the ride. So let me go ahead and share my screen really quick because that's going to be the easiest for everybody to see what's going on. So let's see. We'll share this one. All right. Can you guys see my screen good?
Yes.
Looks like Facebook. Okay. All right, so here is going to be the boards. Now this is the spring and summer board that I've created. It's been in that mock party group, so if you don't know what it is, you need to get with it a little bit, right? Okay. So
Mhm.
oh, this is why we're here. We're here to learn the boards.
Mhm.
So when I create the Facebook party boards, I'm very anal about keeping it organized, and I really recommend that for you too. If you have a mess of things and folders everywhere. If you work that way, that's great, but there is just bye baby, good night. There is just so much that can happen if you have it disorganized. So definitely keep your folders straight. That's definitely one thing I'll have to tell you guys. So when we go into the mock party board, I have it organized by days. And then as you click in those days, you're going to have, all of the wording, all of the pictures, everything that's in there. And if you don't know a little bit about boards, what's great about it is if you have 3 million pictures on your phone, you can put it onto boards and delete it off your phone. So
Ooh.
it saves you on storage. We all need that. And it also helps with keeping all of your words that you want to put with posts, anything that you say to customers all the time, like how to send you payment, things about the warmers, any of it, you can save that wording into boards. So then all it takes is one click and it paste it right into a message to them or to a post and you don't have to worry about it. So it's definitely something that has benefited my life so much. I know a lot of people don't pay for boards, which is totally fine. And if you do choose to, it's such a great investment. I highly recommend it. It's $10 a month, so really not a huge expense. We can definitely make $10 a month with our Scentsy income, right? So definitely that's something that we can pay for. I would totally recommend to get it for your business. So when I go ahead and make my board, it basically starts with an add button, which is up here in this corner. So we're going to create basically a whole new board so you can guys kind of see what it's like. So this is on the computer. It does look slightly different from the phone, but it still has the same buttons. So it's just in a different place. Um, Stop. Sorry, my husband is over here making fun of me. So, because I talk with my hands, so he's like, ah. Okay, so we're just gonna create a whole new board. So let's pretend that this is not there, any of this stuff that's on the page. But there is a little plus sign, and there's gonna be a plus sign on the
Right.
top part of your phone as well. So you're gonna click that plus sign to
You said
make
you
your own
click the plus sign on your phone to make. Then they stop talking.
Andrea. I'm muting you. Okay. Um, So when you're trying to create your own board, you're going to hit that plus sign, and this is basically a brand new board. So you're going to want to name it, and say you need to make your own spring and summer board. So just name it spring and summer. And this little emoji that they put next to it, you can change it. So if you want to change it to a flower, whatever it is for spring and summer, we'll put an apple. How about that? So, and then from here on is where you're going to kind of build your board. And you're going to see this little add button right here and where the arrows are pointing to it. It does the same thing in your phone. So whatever you choose to make is, or whatever you choose to use is totally up to you. So you're going to click that add button and we're just going to start making the board. So I know we had a question before we started from Helen about folders. So this is kind of how I started. So when I'm thinking about making this spring and summer board, I'm like, okay, how many days do I want it to be? And I'm like, okay, I don't want to go past 5 days. So I'm going to create a folder for each day. So day one, and then we're going to create another folder and it's going to be day two. Oh, hold on, let me get out of here. Day one. Oh, hold on, let me get out. So when you create the folder, I'm sorry. So when you create the folder, you're going to have to get out of the folder to create another one. So here we go. We'll create one more just as an example for you guys. All right, so we got day one and day two when you're creating your mock party. So now you're going to want to figure out, okay, how am I going to create these posts in here? So this is how I kind of keep everything organized. So you go into each folder and then let's delete this because that's the old one here. So you're going to go into each folder and then you're going to start adding content into each folder that you want to create stuff for. So if you want to create some text and say, you know, Scentsy is the best product since sliced bread. Okay. If I can spell, right?
I like
All
diced
right.
bread.
Yeah. Yeah. We're going to go with that. Totally. All right. So then we're going to click the little done button on the bottom and we already have text right there. So now we're going to add a photo in there really quick and easy, like, and we're going to click over here to image. So what's really cool about boards is they've changed a couple things. They've done some updates, which is really awesome. I can actually select a picture from maybe another board that I already have, which is choose from boards, or I can select it from my computer or your phone. So I'm going to select it from the boards that I already have. So now it's going to list all the boards that I have created on here already. And I'm going to go over to the spring and summer board. And I'm going to go into these folders and I'm going to be like, yep, I want that picture. And it puts it right in there for you. So it's easy, simple to upload pictures, to create your own text, and the whole 9 yards. Now I'm going to show you how cool it is to have boards when you need to make a post on Facebook. So when it's on your computer, it's a little bit different. When it's on your phone, it's through your keyboard, which if you need help getting that figured out, just let me know. Because Androids and iPhones are all different on how they do things.
Mhm.
So yeah. All right. So we're going to just create a regular post. So I'm going to come over here. And now in your phone, this is when you would access it through your keyboard. But on my computer, I just click this little boards button right here.
Mhm.
And it's going to pull up my boards that I have. So let's go to that board that we created. Let me go back here. Whoop, get that out of my way. All right, spring and summer. So we just created this. So this is that folder that says day one. We're going to click on it. And then we're going to click on that words and it posted it right into my Scentsy post.
Oh my
So
gosh.
I don't have to copy, paste. It does it all for me. So this is why it simply is amazing. Now we want to put the picture in there, right? So we're going to go back up here to that little boards and it's going to click up all my boards that I have. I'm going to click on this picture and it puts it right in there for me. So I don't have to worry about anything. I don't need to be saving pictures on my phone. I don't need to be worrying about wording. It's all in there.
Wow.
So that's why I had to at least show you guys the simplicity of it and why it's so worth the $10 a month. It saves you so much time and storage on your phone. So, because those Scentsy pictures take up so much room. So now I know that you guys are probably like, okay, the board that I had created for the spring and summer, we want to go ahead and get it so then you guys can copy the things from that board and put it into your own board because I know that's always the confusing factor of all of it. So I created a dummy account. So let me go ahead and log out of this one and go into this dummy account that I created. This one is not paid for. So this is I like to see it from what you guys have, so that's why I create the dummy account that's not paid for at all. And it's trying to get me to get this 14-day trial. So there's that. All right. So okay, here's the dummy account. Let me get out of all this. So let me go ahead and download the boards. So I'm going to go into the spring and mock party. Let's get out of that. All right.
Oh,
And
she's
let
so
me
cute.
go to That's the one that said goodnight to me earlier. So yes.
Aw.
All right, so I'm going to go into that boards link that I created for you guys. So when you click on that link, it's going to ask for your email. So let me put in my email for that dummy account. And then we're going to add it. And then we're going to press continue. And it's going to load up my boards. So this is what it should do for you guys too. When you guys click on that boards link, you'll add your email in, and then it shows up right here at the bottom of all of your boards. So from here, let me go ahead and get rid of this one. And you can leave boards too, in case you didn't know that. So if you got too much on your boards, you're like, this has got to go, you can get rid of them very easily by deleting them or leaving them. So now we have that spring and summer board only on here. So if you want to create or if you want to copy all of the content that I have on that board, you have to create your own board, which we just did on that other account that I had. So we're going to create this board, and this is going to be my spring and summer word. So then now it's all about just copying and pasting, which is pretty easy. So we're going to go into that board that I created, and we're going to figure out what we want to copy and paste over here. So we want everything from the Facebook parties, right?
Mhm.
So when you come in here and you see how I have my mouse over one of the folders that have been made, and this little box shows up. So you're going to click whatever you want to copy and paste over to your board. So that way you can edit it. You can do everything that you need once it's in your own board and out of the one that I created for you. So we're just going to click all these check boxes. All right. And then up here on the top, now on your phone, I'm pretty sure it's at the bottom of the screen saying copy or move. So we're going to hit this on the top of the screen where it says copy. And then it's asking me what board I want this to all go into. So super self-explanatory. It makes it so easy for you guys. And you don't have to click a bunch of things. You can click everything at one time and send it on over to your board. So
Wow.
you'll click on there, and then we're just going to add it in there and paste it. So now we go over to that board that we created, and all of that is there. All of it's there for you. So now you can go in there and you can say, okay, this sounds too much like Emily. Oop, I'm moving stuff around. This sounds too much like Emily, and I need to change the words to sound like me. Or you go into Chat GPT, because that's what a lot of people are using now too, and say, okay, Chat GPT, take this post. You're going to copy my post, throw it into Chat GPT and say, make this sound like me. Change it up or however you want to do it. Or if you want to keep the wording the way it is, that's totally up to you, but it does sound a lot like me. So,
Yeah, we kind of
so
want to
you can do
sound like ourselves.
yes, you want it to sound like yourself, of course. And I do have a lot of personal pictures in here. By all means, take them out and make them you. And it makes it so easy for us to edit this. So it's simply clicking that checkbox and say, okay, I don't want this picture of Emily in here. We're going to delete it. And it's gone and it's done. If you don't like whatever it is, whatever picture that's on here, I plan on putting videos on here of myself so then I can use them over and over. Instead of having to go live all the time, make a video of yourself changing your wax, post it to the party. You can add videos in here, which is the coolest thing ever. So it's simply just go into that add button and, click on these links, play with it. There's so much here in boards that you can do, and we're only like halfway through learning some of this stuff. You can post a link that goes right to your website and people can click on it. The video, like we just talked about, if you have a PDF, if you have a YouTube channel and you want to post your YouTube video of you changing your wax, there you go. You can post it right there. So it's really, really cool. So another thing that I think is really cool about boards, let me log out of this one. Look, I made a dummy account. My name's Amanda. All right, so let's go into my other account so then I can kind of show you guys a little bit more because I know a lot of people have questions about scroll parties. Scroll parties are a lot. Yes, Jan, I see you. Scroll parties can be a lot. They're a lot to put together. They are time staking, but it's worth it because once it's made, you ain't got to worry about it again. So I just finished this today. I was telling you a couple of you that I just finished it and I'm so, so happy about it. There's been some really good pictures posted. So I was like, okay, we're gonna get the new pictures in here because it looks so good. So once this wants to load, I don't know why we're having trouble with the pictures loading. But what I really like about a scroll party is say you have somebody that's like, I'm not on Facebook. I don't leave my house. I need a way to go ahead and get some free Scentsy, but I want to have a party, right? So what you can do is kind of create like text party, where you can use this scroll party as an option to get Scentsy out to people. So if they want to have a bag party, which I know some people have heard about it, if you haven't, it's okay. We can talk. Just let me know. So, but a bag party is basically Scentsy all in one bag. I wish I had one to show you. I just sent one out. So, um, but it has all the Scentsy things that they need for a party, for them to collect $250 in orders themselves. And then when they're done collecting those orders, then they can go ahead and get that free Scentsy. And this is a scroll party that you can send to their friends, or anybody that wants to know more about Scentsy. This is just one click of a link and anybody can look at it. They don't have to pay for boards. They don't have to have boards on their phone. Anybody can look at this link and be able to look at the scroll party. So that's the kind of cool universal thing about it. Um, Now mine is really some people like it very simple where you just click buttons and look all of it. I like to have it all out in the open for everybody. So this does scroll for a while, but it gets everything out there in the open for people. So, and it's almost like you're introducing them to Scentsy at the very beginning. You're introducing you. And some people introduce your family. And some people already know about what Scentsy is. Maybe some people want samples. You can have a link that goes right to your Jot form for people to fill out and get samples from you. That way, you're still collecting people's information, and then you can go ahead and get samples out in the mail, and you're keeping that customer's information with you. So give me 1 second. Hold on. I think he's leaving the room. He's talking to his grandma. I'm sorry, guys. So real life here. This is real life. Okay. We can't say anything else, right? So, they can have the flippable catalog. And then these pictures are so amazing. If you have not seen some of them, Danny is super amazing. If you don't know her in Scentsy, she's just like a wizard at pictures. So, and then I'm in there talking about, warmers, and then we're talking about all the things. So it's not just warmers, it's wax. And you can include all of this into the scroll party. And people can just look at it at their leisure. They can click on anything that they want. So it's really nice. It's a really good feature to have. Now I will say like creating them obviously is a little bit more. So let's get into that a little bit. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry guys. All right, so let's figure out how to create a scroll party. So this is the one that I have created for you guys. And again, you guys can copy it and paste it into your board, just like we showed you guys a little bit earlier. So when you create it into your own board, you can go up to this little button that says edit. So when you get to edit it, it's going to pop up just like the screen kind of what you had before. But what's really cool is they have this phone screen on the side. So you can kind of see what it looks like as you're scrolling through it. And you can see what it's going to look like to them on their phone. So it's a really cool feature. And as you go and edit this, so say you take this into your boards and you're like, okay, I need to change out Emily's words. I need to change out her pictures, all the things. They make it very simple for you now. You can click on my picture and then right there on the bottom, it says replace image. Super simple. You can, again, replace that image from something you already have in your boards. You can replace it from something that's on your phone or your computer and it will completely change it out for you. So let's do it from this computer this time. So then you guys can Let me see what pictures I have on here. I promise you it's nothing bad. Promise, I promise. So we're gonna just change it out to this warmer picture and just say, okay, this sounds good for right now. So, and it's gonna change it right in there for us right here. And then if we were to scroll over here, it's already updated for you. It's super quick, so you can see what it's gonna look like for other people and be like, okay, I don't like the way that looks. We're gonna change that. Um, and then same thing with the words. If you just go into it simply like this, and then you can edit it to whatever you want completely. So I just love it. I think the scroll party is just a great feature for all of this. If you're like, hey, I don't like the way this looks right here, we're going to change it. Go in here and change it. Like anything that you want to, it makes it super simple. It's like I said, a little bit timing on you, but take your time on it. It's no rush. You can create this when it's on your time, and then that way people can have it to scroll when they have time to do so. Um, so I kind of wanted to go over a little bit of the buttons and stuff that's in here on how you can kind of create this because I know there's a lot going on with it. So over here, at least on your computer, it's going to be over here on your sidebar of all the different things you can do with the scroll party. Um, Now on your phone, I'm pretty sure it's a plus button or something to the nature of that. So, but let's just go over a couple. So you have a headline, which a headline is these big text like this. So it's going to show up like this right here on that. Um, so that's pretty easy and simple. So if you just want to say, hey, we're talking about wax and warmers and you want to make it bold and big, that's going to be your headline. Next thing is a paragraph. Paragraph is the wording. It's all those words that are explaining things and getting down to the nitty gritty and all the things that are about scentsy. So you can put that in there. Image obviously is self-explanatory. And then you can put a video in here. So just like before, and what will happen is when a video is put onto a scroll party, it'll stop right there for them and they can just press play and it will play the video right there for them. Um, you can do a PDF just like you could with the other board, YouTube. And then this little thing is really cool that's called button. So at the bottom of my scroll party, I have the option to pay with PayPal or pay me with Venmo. So they can directly click on those buttons and it goes right to my PayPal page and they know exactly who to pay. So there's no question of paying the wrong person or any of the things. So when you click on the button option, it's going to give you those PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. I don't have my Cash App on there yet. Maybe I'll have to add that. And then there's Messenger on here. You know, there's different things that they can go ahead and click that will go directly to you. So if you want them to directly message you on Facebook, we can just click here and it's going to ask you to put the URL, the website that goes right to your Messenger. So easy, simple, and that way people don't have to text you. So there's a lot of different options you can do with it. This is also where you're going to post a link. So if you want to post that link directly for the flippable catalog, you're going to click on that link and put it right there and you can label it and all the things. So this is going to be the label and say, you know, website. And then we can just put, you know, I'll put my website in here. We'll just copy it right here. We put it into our boards. We'll paste it right there and we click done. And then whatever you add in here, so if you're going to add a picture of yourself, you're going to add in wording. The only annoying thing about boards is it puts it all the way to the bottom of your board. So if you need to move it and say, okay, I want my website to go all the way up here, you have to drag it to where you want it. So on the phone, it's a little bit slower, but on the computer, it's very, very fast. So, you know, I want to put it right there. So if I was to go over here to see what it looks like, I can go ahead and go to where that is and look at website right there. So somebody will click on it and it takes you right to your website. So the scroll party is just really nice to, again, to get that information out quick. People have a way to just click on a button. They don't have to go through anything fancy and anybody can look at it. So, and with the boards, when you want to send the scroll party to somebody for them to look, they make it again really easy for you. So it's up here where it says page link, and that is the direct link to the scroll party. So when you want to get that information out and you're sending a text message and say to your host and say, hey, here's a link to everything about Scentsy. It's a scroll party for your customers to see. You're going to just go ahead and copy that link, send it to them in a text message, and they can send it out to their friends. So I also do use the scroll parties in my Facebook parties. Make a post and say, hey, if you want to have a quick look at something, here's a scroll party, pin it to the top of the Facebook party. And it's a way for people to not have to be in the party for 5 days and they can just look at everything when they want to. Um, so definitely love it. Love everything about this. And again, it's not super, super hard to figure out and work as long as you just take the time to learn it. Um, I know boards is really intimidating with all the pictures and putting things together, and it definitely can be, but just take your time with it is what I really recommend. Let me go back here. Does anybody have any questions? I feel like I've been talking fast, so just let me know. Any questions at all?
I think I'm gonna have to look at the replay a couple times
Yes. Look at the
because
replay. Yes, yes, yes.
that's how I'm gonna have to do it.
Yeah. Just take it step by step
But
and,
it sounds amazing. I can't
it
wait to get
is.
into it.
Yes, it is. Yes. I know Jan has used it a little bit and it is. It's
Yeah.
very, very awesome and beneficial. And you can put anything like wax bundles. Whenever I find people that post wax bundles, I'll steal that post, I'll put it in here. So then when I can't think of a post during the day, I'm like, okay, what can I use? Here's some wax bundles. Boop, 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 done.
So do you copy and paste it into your, like I use my computer. I hate using the phone. I like the big
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah.
So if I see something, I will download it on I have like a folder on my thing that says 2025 spring summer. Download
Yeah.
it there, and then I will download it over here into the boards.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, no, that's perfect. That's perfect. And yeah, and then once you kind of get everything organized with folders, it'll make your life so much easier. And it's very easy like with the computer, like I said, if you just go into Facebook, copy, paste, and it's in there. You just click on it and it does it all for you. And we can definitely Zoom anytime. If anybody needs something and it might be easier for me to just to talk to you singly or anything, just let me know. I really don't mind at all. This thing is like second nature to me. Yeah, Jan. So
You might
I'm
be
just happy to
sorry,
help.
Emily. You might be sorry
No,
because I
it's
really
okay.
want to learn.
No.
I promise
That
to
is
try
okay.
myself first.
I don't mind. I don't mind at all. I'm just happy to help you guys. I know, like I said, it can be overwhelming. And like I've helped somebody before with boards, and the way that they organize it works it for them. She's actually on here right now, and it would not work for me, but it works for her, and that's all that matters. So as
No.
long as it makes sense to you. So and that's why I'm anal about all of the folders, but you don't have to be if you don't want to be.
Mhm.
Um, and I know a lot of people will ask like pictures, where we find pictures, and I am very big on real life pictures. I don't like flyers. It's just not the way I do it. So some people do, and hey, no harsh judgment. So a lot of times I am searching Pinterest. You can search Facebook if you don't know that. Search Facebook and get on there and say, you know, Scentsy suds, like, and just look at real pictures that people are posting. You can filter your post or filter what you're searching for by most recent posts because you don't want that old stuff that people are posting, right? You want the newest ones.
Yeah.
So you can filter it by recent post, and that way you can see the newest pictures that people are taking, get the real life photos. People want to see what it really looks like. I think the website does a great job at doing what they do with showing our products, but nothing is like a real picture. So if you create your own board or you create your own scroll party, I just really recommend that if anything. So, but I think I've gone over everything I kind of wanted to. Oh, and another thing that you can use boards for is I use it for my team. Um, and so that's something that you can kind of think about. I have not created one since November, so don't judge me. But I actually create a scroll party for my team. So this is just a way that I can get information out to them and they can know what's going on, who had the best sales for the month, whatever it might be. It's kind of all in here. So I talked about the world tour registration and you can just talk about so much information and get stuff to people. So, talk about all the things that are coming out. If we had a join special, I did like a content calendar and they can like click on it and they can look at it. Um, any pictures that you have of like scent and warmers of the month, new wax that came out, anything, the curated bundles that they create, if you have good pictures of that. There's just so much you can do this with. And then at the end, I'll have stuff about top sales, who got top sales, new team members that might have joined. You're coming to SFR, like, get them excited about it too, because I think Facebook, people get lost in the Facebook if you have like a group for your team. So I always feel like a scroll party, if you're able to send it to your teamies in a separate text message, then they're actually getting it. And they can see all the things that are coming because some people can't make that end of month live. They miss it, don't watch the replay, whatever it is. So this is a good way to get information to them too. And another thing that I use it for is join my team verbiage. If I need certain verbiage that I'm always going to use or something that I'm going to text them or pictures of the kits, stuff like that. My new consultants, when they join my team, I send them this board. It will help them create a party link. It'll walk them through it. It's going to tell them how to add the workstation to their phones because we all know that's a like thing when people want to know about that. But when a new team member comes on, I can send them all of this and they can walk themselves through it too, or if they have any
Wow,
questions.
amazing.
So it's really great. It is for so many things, and I just love it. Absolutely love it. And then gosh, there's so much you can use it for. And then like verbiage, stuff that I'm always sending people, right? So when you're in a party and you're doing a Facebook party and you're like, okay, I need to send them a message about getting their address to send them a party pack. I use the same message every single day. So it's simple, it's easy. Hey, Ann, thank you for commenting. I want to try and get some free samples out to you. Your mailbox is going to smell good. What's a good address? So when I'm in that message with them, I can just click this, change their name, send it, and it's done. And I don't have to think about it. Same thing with when a party is done on Facebook. I message every single person that I became a friend with, or if they ordered from the party, I message them on Facebook or text them, whatever, suits their fancy. And I always send the same message about booking a party. And then I send my calendars to them, which I know I've shared with you guys in the mock party page. So,
Yeah.
you know, messages that you always are sending to people, keep them in your boards. Then you don't got to think about it. If you have a happy birthday thing that you send to people, put that in there. Tote parties. When I want to, try and get a tote party, I have the same verbiage so that I don't have to think about it. Makes it, I feel like it kind of dumbs you down a little bit because you don't have to think about it, but it's just really nice because it's all right there. So I love it. And like I said, it's well worth the $10. If you are thinking about it, on the fence with it, what I tell you is just try it for a month. Try it for a month. It's only going to cost you $10. Sorry, my computer's about to die. So but try it for a month. It's $10. What are you going to lose? Only $10. It's not that much. And that way you can go in and actually fiddle with all of the things in there. And I do recommend if you want to try it first, maybe try it on the computer. The phone, it's nice, but the screen is smaller. So, you might not be able to see all the buttons that you really want to see. And this gives you the full screen of everything. So definitely try it on the computer first, get on the website and try it there.
Is there a
Um,
trial for the board?
Yeah.
yeah, there is a trial for 14 days. I did
Okay,
see that. So you can try it for 14 days for free. Yeah, like
that's amazing.
that's great. Because what makes me really sad about boards? When boards first started coming out and was a thing, it was free. It was free. And then a lot of Scentsy consultants, and I'm sure other consultants got the, hang of it of like, wow, this is really cool. And then they're like, let's start making money. So I hope they don't raise it. I hope it stays at $10 a month because I would appreciate that a lot. But yes, it used to be free. So, and now that they're doing like you can try it for 14 days, that's at least nice. That way you can kind of figure it out and spend the time on it. So, um, but yeah, I hope that helps you guys. And of course, like I said, if you're gonna notice when you start getting into the boards world, there's a lot of Scentsy consultants that share their boards with you.
Oh, there was this dang
So
training.
you'll have a lot
And there
of
was this other
people that are
you.
sharing, boards, and you'll have a lot of boards that will add up on the side, and then you'll go through them one day and you'll be like, I don't need this. Get rid of it. I don't need this. I don't use it. If you don't use it, get rid of it. So, but I hope that helps. And if you guys by all means have any questions, please come to me. Again, I don't mind Zooming you on my own if I can. I have a crazy schedule. You got to wait till my kids go to bed, okay? And then we can Zoom. So I'm usually around 8:30, 9 o'clock. I can do something. And that's when I'm most active in my Scentsy business, honestly. But I appreciate you guys. This is a recorded Zoom, so I will post it to the Facebook page. You can share it, and I will put it to my YouTube page. I don't have much on my YouTube page, so don't think you need to follow me or anything. Um, but I'll post it on YouTube too, so that way you guys can send it to your teamies or whatever you need to do. So I hope
Thank
that
you
was good for you
so
guys.
much.
Do you guys have any other
Yeah.
questions?
I'm gonna wait till I see.
Okay. Yeah. Come back to the recording. Come look at it. It should be available like as soon as possible through Zoom. They're pretty quick about it. So once I am, I will get it to you guys.
Thank you, sweetie.
Yes, of course, of course. I appreciate you guys so much from the bottom of my hearts. And any way I can help, let me know.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.